this is big. I made a video on this yesterday talking about an Uber bill, and it's actually called the Uber bill. And it's
What does it
designed
stand for again? The acronym?
it means Understanding Basic English Requirements Act. So it's the Uber Act bill.
Oh shit! The name of the bill is Uber bill because of that.
Yeah.
Because of the acronym. Oh my god, that's brilliant, bro. That's
So
brilliant.
all I know is I made a video on this yesterday, and it's
Flying.
blown the F up because, and I'm looking at the comments, and it follows suit with the poll. I put out a poll saying, "Are you in favor of this bill? Are you against this bill?" And if you look, it's like 75% of people are in favor of it.
No shit.
Out of the amount that voted, but it's pretty much the same in the comments. Everybody's like, "Yes, finally, thank you. Can't I want this bill." Hey, if you want this bill, you got to start getting hold of Congress because that's who's going to put it out there. And yes, here's the thing: they can make it because there was a comment that I saw that was saying, "How are they going to be able to enforce that?" Because it's through DOT,
Exactly.
Department of Traffic or of whatever. So yes, they can actually create a law that will affect all of the state that are in the union and make that happen.
So
So
what is Uber? So if you're joining the Uber platform, you have to go through an English proficiency test.
I guess so. So yeah,
I don't know about this,
basically
bro.
what it
Come on,
is
bro.
so Tuberville, who is a senator in Alabama, Tommy Tuberville. I love the name though, Tommy Tuberville. Go Tommy. He is creating legislation to push English only communications in the industry, and that means that whether you're on Uber, Lyft, Fetty, whatever rideshare platform, you would have to be able to speak and read in English. So basically, what it is trying to get out illegals that have come across the border, asylum seekers that have come across the border, anything like that, off the platform and unable to earn. And, that would cut the pie back quite a bit. So whether you like it or not, that is what they're talking about, and they're basically trying to say that it's aimed at strengthening the safety of rideshare. And they're saying that a spokesperson. Here's the best part. So a spokesperson for Uber reacted to the bill on Friday, saying every person who drives on Uber must hold a valid driver's license, provide their SSN, and pass a comprehensive vehicle and criminal background check before they can accept trips, which is true. But did you know that asylum seekers get EINs, which is the
I
equivalent of a social security number? And you know what that means? That
I
you
get
can get your driver's license, you can get an SSN, you can pass a motor vehicle record and criminal background check.
I'm not sure about this bill. I like the acronym, but I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to go anywhere. But not because look, I have no opinion on it because the next is going to be what every rider has to speak English now because bro, half the people I pick up
No,
don't
it's
speak
it's on
English. What the
drivers.
hell is going on? Come
No,
on
it's
now,
only on drivers. So drivers would have to speak and read in English.
bro. We live in California. Jesus Christ,
So
70%
that means
of
it
the
will be
people don't speak
bleeding
English in
third.
California.
It'll be bleeding purple for every minute of the day if that's the case.
I don't know. I have to think about this to be for or against this. I'm for it because it will balance the marketplace. All the illegals will disappear, but then there are a lot of legal folks who've been in this country but still don't speak English, which calls bad on their part. They should have assimilated and learned the language of the country probably. But this is running into a little bit of a I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll think about this. So
Well, the reason
Tuberville,
I think part of the
is he a
reason why
redneck?
they're doing,
Tuberville?
huh?
Is he a redneck? Tuberville from Alabama?
Alabama, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess he is.
Well, I got my stuff down there. I'm gonna get the Uber bill.
Tuberville, Tommy Tuberville. We should have Tommy Tuberville on, Senator. I don't know about this bill, Senator. You're going to have a fight in your hands, though, because you don't know who you're fighting with. You're fighting with Uber and Lyft. I'm not sure about that.
I
But
don't
then,
know. I don't
look,
know.
bro, this could apply to everything. Look, but it says America is an English-speaking country, sir. I get that, but
Well,
the cat's out of the bag. I
yes,
mean,
and the
what
reason
are we
why
talking about here?
okay, so the reason why they're doing the rideshare side is
Oh,
to and it says in the paragraph, it says the new rules would align ride sharing hiring standards with which they don't hire them with all federal commercial driver's license requirements. So in October, Tuberville introduced the Secure Commercial Licensing Act, required all CDL testing to be done
that
only.
I agree. That I agree. The CDL shit, I agree for sure. Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. What happens when you have people who are coming in that haven't assimilated and can't speak English, but more importantly, can't drive and then get licensed? Because we've
Okay.
seen it with the CDLs,
I
but
get it. I get
we
it.
we how many times have accidents occurred that fly under the radar because you it's just something that happens all the time. There's accidents that happen every single day. But
I,
when it comes to these trucking ones, like pulling literally a U-turn and just people flying right into the truck in Florida, and then the guy burrowing down people in California. I
I
mean,
get
like, we've all seen that, but the thing is, that's more shocking because it's not something that you normally see versus just a normal accident. So, if you have people that are coming in that don't know the traffic laws, it still does pose a major safety risk compared. So if you don't know the traffic laws, you have to learn them. I think that these people should be able to get on the platform after they have been able to be proving that they are efficient when it comes to being on the road. That's a whole different story then. If they don't want to become proficient on the road, they should not be getting licensed. They should not be signing up for Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever it might be.
I agree.
So
I
in that aspect, safety is an absolute, because what happens if you get into a car with somebody who comes from a war torn country, who's never worked a day in their life behind the wheel, and then all of a sudden now they're behind the wheel and they're driving, and then they just do whatever willy nilly because maybe their country doesn't have the same laws like we do. So
all right,
that in that
well,
aspect, I can see why they're talking about the alignment. Um, but when it comes down to it, you know, they still have the same requirements that Uber has. They get the EIN. It's this equivalent of a SSN.
I get it, and Tuberville is gonna get paid on this. What's Uber's comment on this? It says drivers and riders are rated. Uber, come on, take it. Let's just be serious here.
Oh,
Rated? What does that mean? Anyway, and then we remove people who are not able to provide an excellent service. What does that have to do with speaking English, Uber?
has nothing to do.
What's a
Hey, Uber PR. That's the biggest bunch of crap I've ever heard in my life.
wow, that's typical. So and then it says
I think
Uber pushback.
first off, I think what Uber and Lyft really need to do is crack down on account sharing and crack down on illegal accounts first. I think that's a big thing that they need to crack down on. And if they can do that, then yeah, you could tell me drivers and riders are rated. But here's the problem: what happens if a rider gets into a car and then they're going, from work to home, and
Mm.
a driver has no idea how to get behind the wheel, and they just pull out, and then they get buried by this 18-wheeler that's right behind them.
No, that part I agree with. I think California issued how many thousands of CDLs to these illegals. I was like, I don't know about that, but I don't know. This is going to be tough to apply, though. How do you apply this law if it becomes law? Let's say, which probably won't, but how do you apply it? And is this a state law, by the way, or is this a federal law?
Oh, that's federal. So this would affect the US.
How's that? How do you apply that? Like you literally have to do an English proficiency test when you're joining the platform, and then
Probably.
somebody can do it for you who speaks English. I mean, how do
No,
you?
I mean,
I don't see. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guide. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
yep. I don't know. Either way, I think they need to more focus on cracking down the illegal accounts and the account sharing and things like that. I think that's probably a much bigger aspect that they need to crack down on versus people who can't necessarily speak English. Because one of the other things too is, I mean, it says speak and read English. Well, what if you're deaf? You can't necessarily speak in English. You can maybe be proficient in English. You can read and then, speak words through text or something like that, but you can't necessarily do it when it comes to the mouth because, you might not be able to know the words.
That's true.
So,
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I have to think about it. But so somebody put the law firm there. Okay, I hope that's not a bullshit law firm that you put up. You just made up on your own. So I put it on the thing, but then I forgot. Where was it? Anyway.
I don't know. It's
Can you guys
all
put
I
that
know
up
is a lot of
again?
people have been
Because
talking about, oh, this is a great bill. Oh, this is a bad bill. So there's a lot.
I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out. I don't think it's going to go anywhere though. Yeah, I agree with. I think if Uber just got rid of the illegals, and I think that'll balance the market beautifully. Honestly,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
yeah.
I mean, we've seen it already, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's an interesting bill, and about 75% of the people who voted said they are in favor of it.
On our
And then,
poll.
yeah, here, let me pull it up. Give me a second.
Holy shit! Really?
Well,
Brutal.
you know what?
What happened to the country of immigrants? What happened to bring me your weak and sick and poor? And what's going on? What's wrong with you people,
Hey,
man?
when my groceries cost more, when my car insurance costs more, when my cell phone bill costs more, when everything I'm trying to buy costs more, but yet I'm getting paid less and less and less because people are taking $262 for a rideshare ride, and then they're like, oh well, people are accepting that, so we're going to put it out there. Why do you think that the trip radar goes down instead of up? Because one of these times they're going to hit one of those people that have to accept the ride. And then they're like, oh, well, we just went from 90 to 72 and there you go. So they get paid $72. We get to pocket the remainder and we're happy.
Okay. All right. Okay. All
I
right.
bet
Somebody put
I
the
wouldn't be
law
surprised.
firm up again because the lawsuits were filed San Francisco Superior Court on November 3rd. If that was you, can you put the law firm again? Actually, you know what? I'll just Google it because I want to join. I want to join the class action.
Well,
And then,
here you go. So are you in favor or against the Uber Act, which is the bill to require English speaking, reading for driving rideshare?
okay.
74% said they are in favor of the bill.
Wow.
They is 12% said they are against it, which is probably the people who can't speak English. And then 5% are unsure. So those are all the Democrat women. Just kidding.
Right.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled now.
And then of course you get your 10% who always say, just show me the results. Like, pick one.
we shouldn't even give him the choice, by the way. So, but 74% is pretty strong. How many votes do we have? Like 1,000 votes?
No, 359.
Oh, okay.
So it's still pretty representative because even if you look at all the comments from it, that was pretty telling too. There's so many people that are like, yes, I can't wait. This is awesome. Good to hear.
Margin of error, even with the margin of error, 74% is pretty strong. 4,000 per. Okay, Daniel. Out of all this chat, I only trust you. So, Daniel, can you please send me the law firm, please? I appreciate it, Daniel. 4,000 per man who was affected is what they are asking. Yes, I want it. Please, Daniel, can you just send me or text me the law firm, please? Thank you. Okay, cool.
Yep. So actually, let's do. I mean, if you want to take part in the poll on the community tab, go check that out if you haven't already, and put your voice out on whether you're in favor or against it. But do it in the chat right now. One, if you are in favor of having to speak and read in English for Uber or Lyft, whatever
Speak
platform.
and read?
Yeah.
Fuck. How about it?
So if you're in favor of it, put 1. If you are against it, put 2. If you're unsure, put 3.
Okay.
And then that way,
there goes the ones.
1. Will's in favor of it.
Well, if you're in favor of them to not only speak and read, but write an essay before they pick you up as a passenger.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like that. They're probably going to give them a test that you have to take and see. And so, yeah.
That your daughter can take and fake it. Anyway, okay.
Angela says, I'm against the bill. I'm an independent. Just kidding, huh? Yeah, right.
My God.
One.
What is wrong with you people?
2. Oh, Life of Richard says 2. So against. That bill's a slippery slope. So against it.
Slippery slope is right. And there was one. One is like, it's about 80%. I only saw all ones except 1, 2. So,
well, here's the thing. So people are sick and tired of seeing their fares decline. And
that's a good point.
Why is it? Because there's more and more people who are driving, and the illegal accounts and the account sharing and all those are digging into profits. Because if you have more supply of the demand that's needed, you don't have bonuses, you don't have quests, you don't have surge, you don't have anything. So you're driving at base fares, and everybody's getting real sick and tired of that. So if they see the possibility of a bunch of drivers getting kicked off the platform, they say, hey, I like that idea. And that's how it should be, because then it's going to put more money in my pocket.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that's probably everybody who put 1, what their thought process is when it says that.
All right. Well, this law could apply to pretty much everything across the U.S. So, I mean, seriously. Just forget rideshare. This could apply to everything and anything. I mean,
Nifty 50. I believe, I could be completely wrong, but I believe Trump signed a executive order on day 1 or 2, putting English as the official language. Now, yes, it probably does have to pass Congress, but when it comes to an executive action, it does have some merit. So I could be completely wrong. I thought I remember reading something about that. And if I'm wrong, you can put it in the chat. I don't care. But yeah, I think there could be something like that. But
all right, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll keep you posted.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They can barely get the government started. Speaking of, the House passed the resolution to reopen?
They did, yeah.
Okay,
Senate did. So.
Oh, yeah, they did that yesterday. I don't know if I know the House is looking at it today or tomorrow. I'm not sure.
I didn't miss the government for 40 days, so it's all good.
Well, I know a lot of people that work either for Border Patrol or for the IRS.
They didn't get paid. Yeah,
different government positions, and they're friends of mine, and they're hanging on by the skin of their teeth. So
yeah, they didn't get paid, and then but guess who got paid though, and who got their health care while this was going on?
Oh, you know exactly.
The House of Representatives. So,
yep. Yeah, of course.
But I talked on my finance channel about that quite a bit, so I don't want to talk about it. We don't need the government to well, we did fine. But then there are people who need the government, and whatever. Anyways.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.